Hey, it's Teta time. Yeah. Alright, so today we're going to be dividing integers. Alright, so we're going to take a number and we're splitting. That's what division means. I'm splitting it into that many groups. Okay, so you guys have been doing this your whole life. I know I keep saying that with the integers, but you really have. Because you've been dividing positive and positive. So if I did 20 divided by 5, well, I want to split 20 into 5 groups, and each group would have 4 in it. So imagine if I had 20 students, 20 of you guys, and I want 5 groups. Each group's going to have 4. But you remember, negatives get thrown into life sometimes, but they're nothing to freak out about. You guys can do it. All right, so think about it. It's the same rules as multiplication. If I'm dividing the same signs, my answer is positive. So if I'm doing a positive divided by a positive, my answer is positive. And if I do a negative divided by a negative, the answer is positive. They kind of cancel each other out, the two negatives. So if my signs are the same, my answer is positive. It's the same rules as multiplication. How awesome is that? But now, what if my signs are different? Well, remember with multiplication, if our signs were different, the answer was negative. Well, guess what happens with division? If I'm dividing two integers, and one of them's negative and the other one's positive, my answer is always negative. So if the signs are different, the answer is negative. Okay? So our rules for division is the same as the rules for multiplication. Makes it completely easy. So let's think about this. We had that 20 divided by 5 earlier. But what if it's negative 20 divided by 5? Well, negative 20 divided by 5, negative, or 20 is negative, so one of them's negative. That means my answer is going to be negative, and then 20 divided by 5 is 4, so the answer is negative 4. But what if it's 20, positive 20, divided by negative 5? Well, if it's positive 20 divided by negative 5, one of them's still negative, so the answer is negative, and 20 divided by 5 is 4 again. So as you can see, if one of them is negative, the answer is negative. If they're both the same sign, so if they're both positive, both negative, the answer is positive. All right, so now we're going to go look at one word problem together, and I know you guys can do it. Let's go. Whew, whoa. Hey, welcome to Planet Ted. I'm your corresponder, Mr. Ted. All right, so we're going to look at a division problem of dividing integers. So here on Planet Ted, over the last 3 years, we've had some residents find a black hole, and we've lost 360 residents. So we don't know what's going on. We don't know where this black hole is, but the government does want to know how many residents have been lost each year. So how we can do this? All right, so if I'm losing residents, that's a negative number. So I have negative 360. And remember at the beginning, I said we've lost them over the last 3 years. So I can do negative 360 divided by 3, and I see that we've lost 120 residents a year because of that black hole. I hope we find it, because we can't keep losing 120. There's only 10,000 of us here. But as you can see, division of integers is in real life. So think about losing things. You know, with multiplication, we talked about losing stock. And after, how many days, and they gave you, it does this per day. Well, what if we said, I've lost $1,000 worth of stock over the last 10 days? How much is that per day? So look, division, just because it's division doesn't mean it's not in real life. A lot of you guys are going to see it, and you're going to have to do negative numbers and divide it by a certain thing to see how much it is per day or per something. All right, so division of integers is not difficult. Remember, it's the same rules as multiplication. If the signs are the same, the answer is positive. If the signs are different, the answer is negative. I know you guys have got this. I got to go check out this black hole, see if I find our resonance. Ted time out.